What is happening, guys? Archiezzle here, and welcome to another video. Archie's. Hope you guys are having a great day. Archies, today we're going to be talking about tattoos in the army, rules and regulations before you join the army about tattoos, and the perception of a service member having tattoos in any branch of the US military, okay? But to start off, let's answer this question that I get asked like almost every single day a bajillion times. What is the current tattoo regulations and policies for people who are trying to join the army? First of all, you have to make sure it's not past the wrist, nothing on your hands, nothing neck and above, nothing in the face or anything crazy like that. If you are wearing the ACUs, the Army Combat Uniform, OCP pattern, if it's past the uniform, it's definitely going to be a no-go. It can be tricky also if it's like too close to the neck. It depends on how big it is. And also, please, nothing derogatory, nothing sexist, nothing gang related, nothing offensive. And if you do have tattoos, yes, you can join the army if you have a full sleeve. As long as there's documentation, yes, you're gonna do paperwork and they're gonna take a picture of it on what it stands for, what it means to you, when did you get it, or any significance, like any symbolism, because again, there's nothing that's gonna be gang related, anything offensive or nothing crazy like that. I know a few people have tattoos and they are in the process of getting it removed, and I know it can be painful, costs a lot of money, laser treatment and all that. So guys, before you even get tattoos or anything, think about it more than once and gotta make sure, because it's gonna be permanent on your body, okay? So hopefully that clears everything up. Just to set the record straight, you know, the army tattoo policy as of right now, I don't really know when this is gonna be uploaded, but it can change anytime, because recently there was actually a policy where if it's past the elbow, or I think like a full sleeve, I don't really know because I wasn't a recruiter when that changed. I know you can't join with a full sleeve, but yes, now you can. But if it's really close to your wrist, you gotta make sure go to your military recruiter, your local army recruiter, to make sure that it's good to go. Because it might be like a tad like right there, a little bit past your wrist, it can be a no-go. You know, just go to your local army recruiter just to get clear, concise information. Moving on, comment that a viewer posted. Inkboy writes, why do people in the army look so dirty and have so many tattoos? This is gonna be a hard one, right? Okay, just to start off again, tattoos. Before you get any tattoos, whatever it is, it's your body, it's your decision. Just make sure you're not a minor anymore, or if you are and your parents are really freaking out, go tell them before getting any tattoos. Before you get any tattoos, think about this also. Once you get out of the military or any job, because some jobs, it's not acceptable. If you are going to be a teacher, I know it's more strict. If you're going to be working in some places that you're going to be wearing like short sleeve shirts, they don't want any tattoos. So think more than once, twice, like plenty of times before you get tattoos, okay? Back in the day, having a tattoo is actually taboo. Not a lot of people are looked as professionals. They're always being looked at as dirty people or someone who's been convicted or something like that, you know? In society, that's just how it is. But now that we're right in 2017, it's becoming more acceptable now. It's not really fully acceptable yet, but there are a lot of places where they don't really care if you have tattoos for employment, mostly. Personally, I don't really care what other people think, because getting a tattoo is more of a form of self-expression, loving the art, putting a name or something that signifies something really important in your life. Or sometimes people get tattoos just because it's cool. You know, I'm guilty of that. Like, I got tattoos because I think it's cool. I want it to have meaning, but mostly it's just I love body art, I guess. It's something that I've been wanting to do for a long time, and now that I am of age to get tattoos without any consent from anyone, I can get tattoos. But again, think more than once, twice, 3 times before getting tattoos. Because definitely if you get any tattoos on the face, that will probably hinder any opportunities that you're gonna have if you're seeking employment anywhere. Just straight off the bat, that's just how it is right now. Now in the military, it's obviously really prevalent in the military to have tattoos. It's more of a culture now because it's badass. The army does a lot of badass things, especially if you're in a combat MOS, or not even in combat MOS. You'll see a lot of soldiers with like full sleeves, but once again, it can't be past the wrist, anything on the face. If you were clean, like no tattoos before you get in, and then you graduate basic training, AIT, yes, go ahead, get a tattoo. But make sure go to the good places, tattoo parlors, tattoo shops that are actually good on reviews, or know someone who goes there, and don't just go to any tattoo parlor and just be like, put a tattoo on me right now without even doing your research, because there's going to be a risk of infection, there's going to be a risk of you getting overcharged, bad tattoos, bad quality tattoos, and all of that, because again, it's going to be permanent. But it doesn't really matter. As long as you're in, you can have tattoos, but not on those no-go places. Face, hands, past the wrist, No. I just think in the military it's pretty cool. Tattoos are really acceptable. So if you have any weird tattoos or funny looking tattoos or even tattoos that don't have meanings but they are cool, it's good to go. It's fine. What I hate is people outside the military, kind of like what this comment viewer wrote in his comments, that army soldiers look dirty and they have so many tattoos. First of all, it depends on your job. It doesn't matter if you are dirty, because you can be a mechanic and obviously you're gonna look dirty because you're gonna be working with vehicles all the time, changing oil, dealing with like tires and all that crazy stuff. You're gonna be greased up all the time. You're a wrench monkey, always turning those wrenches, so you're always gonna be dirty. But obviously tattoos, again, every person in the army and in the military has their own life outside of the military, so it's up to them if they want a lot of tattoos. So it's all up on them. That's their life and that's their body. Another thing that I really hate is that I know it's not really fully acceptable yet, but it has gone through a lot of process, and right now it's really more acceptable having tattoos. But there's still that stigma. There's still people who are, again, entitled to their own opinions, who's gonna say like, oh, I don't like tattoos, they look like ex-convicts, they look so dirty and all that. For me, honestly, it doesn't matter. And you don't have to judge someone based on their appearance. If they're like covered in tattoos but they're a good worker, they have a good track record, if I was a manager, if I was a boss, I would take him in. Obviously, it depends on the workplace policy. Again, if it's on the face, on the neck, or on the hands, it's probably going to be a no-go. But hopefully someday, somehow, it'll get accepted. So don't judge anyone based on their appearance. If they're kind of fat, if they're kind of like weird looking or anything, like goofy haircut, it doesn't matter. It's based on performance. And that's what I like in the military. It doesn't matter how much tattoos you have, as long as it's in regulation, okay? But if your performance is good, you're a good soldier, you do your job, you're always at your 100%, you don't mess up, you're good in my book. But again, I cannot stress it enough. Think more than once before getting a tattoo, especially on the face and hands, sleeves, or anything elbow down. Even up to now, I have like 1, 2, 3, 4 tattoos, but I don't have anything past my elbow because I'm still kind of iffy. I don't really know if I want to go and take the plunge in getting a full sleeve, because it's something that's going to be permanent, like what I said. And I don't really know at this point if I'm going to be in the military the whole time, or if I seek for employment outside the military that's going to be wanting me not to have any tattoos below the elbows, you know. But eventually, you know, I'll make up my mind and things will happen and fall into place. But as of right now, I'm good. I love my tattoos. I don't think people in the army are dirty. It's just how the way we are. We're badasses and we love tattoos. So hopefully, if you feel like it, go send Ink Boy a message. He's on YouTube and he basically hates tattoos, which is kind of weird for me because his username is Ink Boy. It does not make sense to me. My question to you guys are, if you are not a service member, I guess, or a service member, or whatever your situation is, what is your opinion on tattoos, not just in the military? How do you look or perceive people with tattoos? Do they seem like they're not worthy of a certain job or employment opportunity based on their tattoos? Do you actually judge someone right away based on their appearance, especially on their tattoos? Would you get a tattoo? What kind of tattoo do you want and where do you want to put it? If you're trying to join and you're about to go to basic training or somewhere in that process, do not get a tattoo until you're at your first duty station. It'll just save the process. It would just make it a lot easier for you, recruiter, and everyone, okay? Well, that's it for this video. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Make sure to subscribe to get notified whenever I upload a brand new video. That is it for today. Archiezzle out.